When Ava and I started dating, everything between us felt easy. She had that rare mix of humor and empathy that made ordinary moments feel special. We'd known each other since college, but it wasn't until a few years later that friendship turned into something more. I trusted her completely. She was my confidant, my calm, and the one person who could read me without words. One Friday evening, after a long week at work, I was sitting on the couch when my phone buzzed. It was a message from Ava. "Hey, don't be mad, but I accidentally sent something to the group chat." My heart skipped for a second. The group she was talking about was one we both shared, her close friends and mine. I asked what she meant, but there was a long pause before she replied, "It was something personal. I already deleted it, I'm so sorry." I felt a wave of confusion more than anger. "What did you send?" I typed back, trying to stay calm. A minute later, she called me. Her voice was trembling slightly. It was a screenshot of our conversation from last night, the one where you opened up about your family. I meant to send it to my cousin because she's been through something similar. I didn't realize I sent it to the group until it was too late. For a few moments, I didn't know what to say. The conversation she was talking about had been deeply personal. I'd shared feelings I hadn't told anyone else about, how hard it was losing my dad, how lonely some days felt even with people around. Knowing that others might have seen those words made my chest tighten. "Did they read it?" I asked quietly. "I don't know," she whispered, "but I deleted it within seconds. I swear." I wanted to believe her. I really did. But part of me felt exposed, like a private door had been opened without my permission. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying the thought that my grief, something sacred and painful, might have become just another topic in a group chat. Ava sent several messages apologizing, saying she hadn't meant to hurt me, but I needed space to think. The next day, I went out for a walk to clear my head. The city was loud and busy, but my thoughts drowned everything out. I knew Ava wasn't malicious. She was careless, yes, but not cruel. Still, trust is a fragile thing. Once it cracks, even slightly, you start to see everything differently. Later that evening, one of Ava's friends, Julia, texted me privately. "Hey, I saw the message yesterday. Don't be upset." Nobody laughed or said anything. "We all told Ava to call you and make it right." That message changed something for me. It reminded me that people could be kind, even in awkward situations. Maybe what mattered wasn't the mistake itself, but how we handled what came after. When Ava came over that night, she looked nervous. "I don't expect you to forgive me right away," she said, sitting down beside me. "I just want you to know I didn't share it to make fun of you. I was trying to help my cousin, but I should have asked you first. That's on me." Her voice cracked a little, and for the first time since it happened, I could see the guilt written all over her face. I took a deep breath. "It's not about the message anymore," I said quietly. "It's about boundaries. Some parts of our lives are meant to stay between us. Even if your intentions were good, it still hurt because those words were mine, not meant for anyone else." She nodded slowly, tears filling her eyes. "You're right," she said. "I crossed a line." We talked for a long time that night, not about blame, but about understanding. Ava admitted she had a habit of oversharing because she felt that openness connected people. I explained that privacy was my way of staying grounded. Somewhere in the middle of that conversation, we found a balance we hadn't realized we needed. Over the next few weeks, things felt different but not broken. I could tell she was trying. She'd ask before sharing anything, and she'd listen more carefully when I spoke. Slowly, the unease started to fade. Sometimes, when we truly care about someone, forgiveness doesn't come with a single moment. It comes with effort repeated over time. Months passed, and that accidental message became something of a turning point in our relationship. It forced us to communicate more honestly about boundaries and respect, things couples often assume but rarely define. The trust we rebuilt wasn't perfect, but it was stronger because it was tested. One evening, while we were having dinner with friends, Ava reached for my hand under the table. I looked at her and saw genuine warmth, the kind that doesn't need words to explain itself. She smiled softly and whispered, "Thank you for not giving up on me." I squeezed her hand back and said, "We both learned something. That's what matters." Looking back, I realized that sometimes mistakes don't end relationships, they redefine them. That one accidental message had started as a breach of trust but ended as a lesson in empathy. We both learned that love isn't about perfection. It's about patience, growth, and the willingness to start over, even after the hardest misunderstandings.